Hi, this is Amma again from SSLTrust.com Australia, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to successfully install an SSL certificate on HestiaCP or Hestia Control Panel. So let's get started. So this is our website that we're hosting on our server via HestiaCP, and as you can see, our connection to this site is not yet secure, and we're going to make sure it is. This is the dashboard of the HestiaCP or Hestia Control Panel. So the first step in this process is to generate a certificate sign-in request or CSR and a private key. So what we're going to do is scroll down on the main SSL Trust homepage and select CSR and Key Generator under Tools and Services. Now basically, a CSR or a certificate sign-in request is nothing but a request initiated by you, the client, to the certificate authority, which contains all the necessary information such as the domain name and any business details which are stored in hashed form. On the technical side, it also contains the public key, which will be signed by the certificate authority and returned to you in the issued certificate. Now that you know what a CSR is, let's fill out these details real quick. Common name, type in your domain name without the www. The name of your organization, the organization unit, such as IT, your city, your state or province, and choose your country. Type in your email. Root length, we're going to go with 2048-bit, which is the industry standard, and click on Generate CSR. So this is your private key and your CSR right here. Now it is important that you save this information in a safe location on your device. So just make sure you save this on a text file so as to be able to do multiple configurations in case there is an error in the process. Now, the next step in this process is going to be to order and configure our SSL certificate. For that, we're going to head over to SSLTrust.com. But since this is a demo video, I'm not going to save this information and keep this window open. So let's head over to SSL Trust. So I'm here on the SSL Trust homepage, and as you can see, SSL Trust has established meaningful partnerships with all the leading SSL certificate authorities. So if you scroll down, you'll see that we have SSL certificates for just about all of your SSL needs. The standard SSL to secure a single website, the business SSL to show higher security and authenticity, and the premium extended validation EVSSL, which shows the green address bar recommended for organizations. The wildcard SSL certificates to secure unlimited subdomains, and the multi-domain SSL certificates to secure up to 500 domains on a single SSL certificate. Now, if you're not sure which SSL certificate is the best for you and your business, you can always contact our sales team at SSL Trust, and they'll be happy to help you out. So now I'm going to scroll up, and since this is a demo video, we're going to go with the standard SSL certificate. Click on Buy Now. Choose the duration of your certificate. Click on Checkout. Fill in your details real quick. Choose your preferred method of payment, and then click on Complete Order. Once you do that, you can head back to the SSL Trust dashboard and select your purchased SSL certificate right here, and then click on Start Certificate Configuration. Or you can provide the following URL to the appropriate person to complete the configuration for you. So now we're going to need to copy and paste our certificate sign-in request. So just make sure you copy it from the very start to the very end, including all the dashes, and then paste it right here. Click on Verify CSR, and if these details look good, exactly as you inputted them, then we're good to go. For server type, you can either choose Apache or Nginx. Since HestiaCP has provisions for both, click on Next Step. Fill in these details real quick. And if you have a technical individual doing this for you, please enter the details here. Otherwise, use admin contact and then click on Next Step. So now comes an important part of the process, which is domain control validation. In this, you have to prove to the certificate authority, which in this case is Sectigo, that you own your domain name and have complete access to it. Now you can do it in one of three methods, namely the email method. In this, you're going to have one of these 5 email addresses. If you choose it, you'll be sent an email which should contain a link. When you click on it, it should verify the ownership of your domain and your certificate should be issued. The second method is the HTTP file method. In this method, you're going to have to create a text file with this exact name, and in that text file, you're going to have to paste in these contents and then click on check file to make sure that it is available on your server and is displayed on the internet. Now do mind that you will need to create these directories on your server if they're not already there, and you're gonna have to create these files under these directories, so do take care of that. Now the third, or the method that we're gonna use, is the CNAME record validation method. So in this method, you're gonna need to access your DNS management settings with either your domain name provider or your hosting provider, depending on where you've pointed your name service to. So I'm going to log into my DNS settings real quick. Select my website. And then we are going to add a new record here. Our DNS settings. Type is going to be CNAME. Head back to the configuration window. Copy the CNAME record value and paste it in the host box. And do the same for the CNAME value. Copy and paste it right here. Click on Save. Head back to the configuration window and then click on the Check DNS record button right here. Click on Search. Now this will check the propagation of your DNS record. Now this process takes from a few minutes up to an hour depending on your DNS service propagation speed. So just keep coming back here and click on Search to make sure that your record has propagated in enough areas. So head back to the configuration window. In the meanwhile, you can click on Submit. And as you can see, our configuration was a success. This is our order number, and our status is that we are awaiting validation. Click here to access the validation manager. So just keep hitting refresh here, wait for a few minutes, then come back to the validation manager, choose your method of validation, and then click on submit or recheck to refresh things on Sectigo's end, and you should get your certificate. So if you're not able to access the validation manager, head back to the dashboard, select your certificate, and then click on the Access Validation Manager button here to access the validation manager. So just wait for a few minutes and keep repeating these steps and you'll get your certificate. Okay, so it looks like our record has propagated in enough places to be recognized by Sectigo, and we have been issued our SSL certificate. So come back to the dashboard and click on your certificate and then close this up and then click on collect or download your certificate. Now you can see we have the main certificate and the intermediate certificate right here. So it is now time to install this SSL certificate on our server on HestiaCP. So we're going to do just that. So this is the HestiaCP dashboard and we're logged in as the admin. So then navigate to web and then select or create your website and then enable SSL for this domain. Check this box right here. Now we're going to have to paste in a few details. So head back to the certificate collection window, copy the main certificate to clipboard, come back to HestiaCP and paste it as it is right here. Do the same for the private key from the very start to the very end, including all the dashes. Copy, paste. Now come back to the certificate collection window, copy on the intermediate certificate, and then paste it right here. So once you do all three, scroll up and then click on the save button right here. So as you can see, the changes have been saved and our certificate has been installed. You can see the details right here below. So let's check the installation of our SSL certificate. We're going to navigate to https://yourdomainname.com. And as you can see, our connection to this site is now secure and the certificate that we have just installed is fully valid. You can see all the details here. Okay, so now that we have installed our certificate, let's check the strength of our SSL certificate. You can head over to a website called sslabs.com and copy your URL. Click on test your server, paste in your URL, and then click on submit. So this is going to take a while, so we're going to wait for the results. Alright, so we're done with the SSL Labs test, and we have got an overall rating of A. Scroll down, you'd see that we're using the latest protocols of TLS and Cypher suites, so everything looks good. So basically, if you get an overall rating of A, this means that the SSL is working on the site perfectly, and your site is now super secure. Right, so this is how easy it was to install an SSL certificate on HestiaCP or Hestia Control Panel. Now I do need to mention that there is a written guide available in the very description of this video that you can refer to for more clarity. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. And if you were able to install an SSL certificate on HestiaCP, do give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.